YOGABODY Travel Tips for Barcelona. Hi, this is Lucas Rockwood with YOGABODY, and if you're traveling to Barcelona for one of our courses, I wanted to put together a few travel tips that might be useful for you. First and foremost, the only airport here is called El Prat. So all flights with a destination to Barcelona arrive at El Prat Airport. The airport is about a 30-minute car, bus, or taxi ride to the city center, and it's a very easy airport to get in and out of. If you're looking for low-cost flights, within Europe, EasyJet, Vueling, and Ryanair, they all fly into Barcelona, and there's many other discount airlines as well. For the budget European airlines, it's usually best to book directly from their sites rather than a conglomerate site. Now, if you're coming to Europe from outside of Spain, we usually recommend that people use big travel booking sites, things like Travelocity or Expedia or Kayak, whichever site you like. The online airline ticket market is very competitive, so you'll usually find very similar prices on most of those big sites. So just choose the one that you like. When you arrive at the airport, there are a few options to get into the city. The Aerobus is probably the most popular method of transportation. It costs €6, it has Wi-Fi, and it leaves every 10 minutes or so. Most people take the Aerobus. It's a big blue bus, and you'll see signs for it right after you leave departures. You'll see most people are headed right towards the big blue bus. The Aerobus will drop you off at Plaza España, Urquinaona, Plaza Universitat, or Plaza Catalunya. It has those destinations. So if you look on Google Maps based on where you're staying, for most people, you want to go all the way to the end of the line to Plaza Catalunya. Depending on where you're staying, all of those stops might be useful. So again, just check with Google Maps. You can either book your ticket for the blue bus in advance online, or you can just pay cash when you get on the bus. Keep in mind, there's often a big line for the ticket machine because there's only one ticket machine when you're actually waiting for the bus. I'd encourage you just to skip that line and either pay cash when you get on the bus or pre-book online using your phone. The Barcelona Metro is also a way to get to the city center, meaning you can actually take the metro from the airport all the way to the city center and anywhere else the metro line goes, but it's a very roundabout way, so you should expect it to take at least double the time. So instead of 30 minutes, at least an hour, and it might take 90 minutes or more. Lastly, metered taxis are very fast and they're always reliable. The cost is 25 to 35 euros depending on your destination, the number of bags you have, and what time of day that it is. In terms of accommodation, YOGABODY, our studio group, has 3 locations in Barcelona. Our main studio is in Gracia, and our main office is also right next to that location. We also have a studio in Plaza Tetuan and in Calle Cartagena, which is near Hospital San Pau. And again, all of those you can find on Google Maps, or you can refer to our site and you'll see those pegged on Google Maps. The studios are surprisingly close to each other, about 1 to 3 miles apart, so it's all very walkable. And we usually use all 3 locations during the courses, so for that reason, we usually recommend that students stay in Gracia, in La Champla, or other possible locations would be Gótica, Borne, or even Plaza España. The truth is Barcelona is a relatively small city and it's very easy to get around. If you have any doubts about neighborhoods, just email us, training@yogabody.com. Once you're in Barcelona, it's very easy to get around. Buses, metros, and taxis are easy and everywhere, but many students just prefer to walk or bike. Among our YOGABODY staff and teachers here, most people walk or bike everywhere, and for longer trips, they'll take the metro. The weather is always nice here, and so it's a really great pedestrian city. If you like cycling, bikes can be rented at dozens of locations throughout the city, both short and long term, and it's very affordable to rent a bike here. Last but not least is the issue of money. Barcelona is part of the EU, and so the euro is the official currency. If you're coming from outside the EU, meaning you're not bringing in euros, we usually just recommend you withdraw money as you need it from ATM cash point machines rather than bringing a whole bunch of cash with you. You'll usually get a better exchange rate this way, and you don't have to worry about carrying around so much money. If you like to use credit cards as well as debit ATM cards are accepted almost everywhere. That includes fresh markets and even some street markets. So I hope these tips have been helpful. We look forward to seeing you in Barcelona, and please don't hesitate to get in touch if you have any questions.